Hello, quick video on an exercise called Wag the Tail, which is a mobility exercise for the spine that helps normalizing side bending movement. And so wag the tail, same as the dog that wags the tail. If my left shoulder goes down, my left hip goes up, I introduce side bending one way, and I introduce side bending the other way. And there you go, that is wag the tail. Of course, if that movement is a bit restricted, what you can do is lift one foot up, pivot the hip around the knee there so that your foot sticks up on one side, and then peek over your shoulder to look at your foot. And the hip will do that kind of side bending movement, and the shoulders will do that as well. And so you can learn how this movement feels that way, and then once you've integrated this into your into that kind of into your coordination there, then it's a bit easier to do it with that. But to start with, that might be a nice element. If you find that the hips are having a bit of a hard time getting engaged, you can exaggerate this movement by using the foot but going all the way across onto the other side, and that's really going to get the hips engaged. And you don't need to think too hard about the shoulders, just as long as you're peeking at your foot. And it's that kind of windscreen motion that you're going to have with the foot. Of course, once you've done one side, you do the other side, peek at the foot, and there you go. And that's quite a nice way of doing it and making sure that you've got the movement right. But if you feel quite comfortable and you're happy with your body awareness, then just use the shoulders and the hips, and you can just do this movement. What I quite like to do myself is sometimes add a little bit of forward bending through the spine, and then I can do this movement again, and that feels really nice across the kind of the sides of the back there, and I can really get a nice stretch, and I quite enjoy doing that. Likewise, if you want to introduce a little bit of backward bending, and again do a little bit of this movement, then that's quite nice as well. And if you're quite happy with the neutral position, obviously stick with that. But you've got a few variations there to reintroduce that side bending movement through that kind of midsection, and that is wag the tail.